In this video, we're going to take a look at the universal collective, this global energy for the Libra full moon that falls on April 1st. This ain't no joke. On April 1st, 2026. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching or listening. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting a soul, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that a soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. Your soul messenger host, if I didn't say that. Okay, so this is quite an interesting way to end zodiac year 2025, which is the real reason for the title and main theme healing song. All right, so before we get into it, quick introduction. Go to my website, edwardragosta.community. Link readings. That's where you'll find my schedule, availability. You can see me if you're traveling, or if you're local, you can see me in Warwick, New York, mostly through Light Club Curiosity Shop. You can also have a telephone session and also online reading via Zoom. So all the current rates and the newest schedule will be up there. Okay. And then if you would like more videos such as this, though they would be daily videos, daily insight, foresight, on my website, link Medium Tarot TV. I have a video subscription service, Medium Tarot TV Plus, Feed Your Soul. And on that Medium Tarot TV, on that link, all the current videos will be there that are for free, and any accompanying theme healing songs, and where you can subscribe for the service. All right, so let's jump into it. So we're gonna continue where we left off with zodiac year 2025 energy and the solar month of, should be solar month of Aries 2026. Okay, so we're going to continue with the current week energy, which is going to be the strongest April 1st through the 8th, though everything discussed here is going to be an influence for the entire lunar cycle, which is April 1st through the 30th, 2026. Okay. So this is an energy that is thoughts of aggravation and or strife. What a way to go. What a way to start, right? So this is, well, the positive way to work with this energy is literally getting on our high horse and doing something about it. Okay? Something that's been on our minds, thinking about, and now it's time to, as Nike would say, just do it. Okay. The energy we have to be careful of, and it might not be us, it might be someone around us or in our social circles or out in public, is the energy of agitation, frustration, anger management. Okay. So just be aware of that possibility. And of course, any full moon will illuminate or will shine a light on whatever energy we're talking about. So I would say for the week of April 1st through the 8th, actually March 29th through April 8th, I think it's best that we're on our best behavior and just be aware of not to get involved in any person's crap storm, diva fit. Yeah. Step away from the moving vehicle. Just don't get involved. Do with that what you will, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I like the energy of us getting on our high horse and doing something about it. That I like. Because wanting to do something and thinking about something is wonderful, but that isn't all there is. Is that all there is? No, you have to actually do it. So, and that leads us to the next energy. Now, for the day energy, we start a new cycle. So, usually with full moons, we are wrapping things up. It's a wrap. We're wrapping things up, which is still quite possible, of course. But with this, it's an indication of perhaps starting a new way of being, perhaps stepping into, I'm just going to, one example, being more courageous and doing what we really want to do, or doing something we've put off. Only two examples, of course. But it is the beginning of a cycle. It is what I would refer to as the soul's journey. It's also known as the fool's journey, but not in a negative connotation. The soul's journey. It's a 3-week crash course of the soul. And we go through this about 4 times a year. And it's just 3 weeks of issues, major life issues, and we review them. Sometimes we learn, sometimes we review, sometimes we process. But when we go through this about 4 times a year, if we get one of those lessons, we are so ahead of the game. So this one, which is the one that is in focus, has to do with the mind. Represented by the planet Mercury. The mindset. This energy reminds us that we have everything that we need. We might not have everything we want, but we have everything that we need. All the energy or all the cards are laid out on the table, and what are we going to do with it? Now, of course, we have to have the proper mindset to pull it off. Okay. A description of this energy that I like is combining pure intent, which basically means harm done in the process, with pure desire, and then you get everyday magic or everyday miracles. That's the secret sauce. So, what are we going to put our mind to in this cycle and then beyond? Now, when I get to the theme healing song, I'll tell you why it was chosen and about that, the end of one cycle moving into another. But this is the beginning of a cycle. It's getting the gumption. Having our mind on board for what we want to attract, create, manifest. And we are all manifestors. We have to believe it, but we are manifestors. So, okay. All right, now moving on. I would say that makes this a significant full moon. Okay. Now, moving on to the psychic insight theme for this full moon. So this is a Libra full moon at 12 degrees. If you're astrologically inclined, you look to see where 12 degrees Libra falls on your chart, and that's where the focus, the spotlight is. The house or houses involved and the issues within. And then if you're willing to look at the shadow aspect, you look at the opposite, which would be where 12 degrees Aries falls on your chart. and that is the shadow aspect. All full moons, new moons, eclipses have it built in if we dare to go there. But it will give us clues as to what we should do, and it's up to us to actually go through with the actual energy, which is change, separation, and then sorrow. So change. What do we want to change? Is it anything about ourselves, about our lives, lifestyle, our mindset? Because if we think something is possible, odds are it is. If we think something is possible, odds are it ain't. It isn't. Because that's the way it works. Within reason, of course, but for the majority of it, for the most part, that is the way it works. So get your head in the game and, yeah, be mindful. Okay. Separation. Do we need to separate from something? Person, place, thing. An influence of. It can be from the past. Influence of. Shift our focus from, instead of always looking at the negative, maybe let's focus on the positive. The negative is always going to be there, but let's positive on the focus, because what we focus on, we strengthen. So, right? We focus on the negative, we're going to find a lot more of it. We don't need to find it. It's already there. Let's focus on the positive, just saying, so we can get a lot more of that. Okay? And then sorrow, I only find it gets to, not that I haven't been there myself, I only feel it gets to sorrow if we have ignored the warning signals along the way. So that's not being in denial. That's not sweeping an issue under the energetic rug. That's facing the music. So, that is what it is. But that's where I only find that it actually gets to sorrow. And I've experienced it. And I try not to go back there. It's like one of those places where you visit, but you don't want to live, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Very well. Now, before I get to the theme healing song, I'm going to discuss the astrological associations. So, for Zodiac year 2025, March 29th, 2025 through April 16th, through April 16th, 2026. So, we're working with it, so it's still in play for this lunar month. That is Virgo. Virgos being the it boys and girls. I haven't figured out what the next year energy will be. I don't know who the baton is going to be passed to, but currently it is Virgos. So all Virgo sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered. And also if you have the placement of Jupiter in Pisces, you also activate, empowered, and triggered. For the solar month of Aries, 2026, but still in play, Sagittarius sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered. And also if you have the placement of Jupiter in Libra. That's very apropos. That is creating, I think this is worth repeating, that is creating your own luck. By having the proper mindset. Yeah. But that's thinking the right things, saying the right things, and doing the right things, including our inner dialogue, which is more difficult, I will admit. All right. The weak energy does not have an astrological association. The day energy, as I already mentioned, is the planet Mercury. So you can look to see where the planet Mercury falls in your chart. Either your birth natal and or your progressed. And that would be interesting to see where that focus is leading you. And then for the Psychic Insight theme, the astrological association is the planet Saturn in Libra. And that's going to lead me to this next a bit of a segment of that, as far as, or this, as far as I'm concerned, is the minor arcana energy of karma. Karma being distributed by the universe, not us. Now, as I've previously mentioned, um, I don't know if it was in a video or if you are following me on social media, Facebook and or Instagram, I did mention that for the 2 solar months of Aquarius 2026 and Pisces 2026, so January 19th through March 19th, we were under the energy of karma. And whether we saw retribution or not during those 2 months, the energy would reverberate. Well, here we are. It's going to reverberate this lunar month. So we're talking March 29th through April 30th. Okay. And I'll just repeat myself because it's important that the karma that I see being retributed, is that a word? Being dished out is based on the intention behind our actions, because we all make mistakes. But was the intention up to no good? Then they're going to be like Eeyore with a cloud over them, because the rain is a coming, and it's from the universe. I don't feel that we should take it into our own hands, so to speak. All right, keep that in mind. All right, be mindful. All right. Now, the theme healing song, which is my favorite part. So, what I do is I lay out the energy, and then I either hear a word or a song or a phrase. And I immediately got the phrase, fight for the right. Then, of course, that led me to, you got to fight for your right to party. So I'm not going to make that the main theme healing song, but I am going to make it an alternative, because we just need to let off some steam sometimes, because there is potential frustration here. Angst. Okay. And that, of course, is by the Beastie Boys, released 1986. Okay? Fun. Now, the title of the video, I should say, another key word that I received was sheer will, because that's how we're going to pull off whatever we need to pull off, by sheer will. And when I did research on that, I couldn't find a song. I found references to John Wick. All right. I don't think we should go the violence, but okay, I get that. He had sheer will. But we ended up on a song called End of the Line, which was released the beginning of January 1989 by the Traveling Wilburys. And I just listened to that song and it just fit. It just resonated. And the Traveling Wilburys included, this is some lineup, George Harrison, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Jeff Lynne. I mean, what a lineup, right? So the music video, which is quite, I'm going to say lovely, but I don't mean to diminish it at all. A beautiful sentiment, let's put it that way. Was, I believe the music video was filmed December of 1988, and it was filmed shortly after Roy Orbison passed. So they made a beautiful tribute to him. Luckily, they already recorded it, so his vocals are included in that song, in the music video. So they did a very nice tribute to him in the music video by having a photo of him, and I believe they have his guitar as well. So that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, End of the Line. So I think they're talking about a passage of time and cycles of life. But the reason why I chose the song is because we are at the last full moon of zodiac year 2025. And then we start zodiac year 2026 with the Aries new moon of April 17th, 2026. And for the soul's journey that I mentioned for under the day energy is usually 3 weeks. So in this case, that would be April 1st through the 22nd, though it kind of gets cut short because on April 17th, I look at it as the new zodiac year, so it's like pushing the reset button, like restarting your computer. You start all over again. So, though technically it will reverberate through April 1st to the 22nd. So, that's what I mean by the end of the line. But still, beautiful song, message, tribute, all above. And I encourage you to check it out. All right. So, I'm going to pretty much end it there. And this is the last full moon, the last major moon cycle of zodiac year 2025. So that's why it's the end of the line. So until next time we connect, we hope to see you real soon in another video, telephone reading, online Zoom reading, or in person, mostly in Warwick, New York, through Light Club Curiosity Shop. So until next time, you be well. And let's be a mover and a shaker.